Welcome to Chance Die, a World of Darkness podcast. Before we jump into this episode, we have a few reminders to share. This is created for adult audiences only. We advise listener and reader discretion for graphic depictions of violence, assault, death, trauma, existential struggle, and adult language. These themes may be a lot at some points, so if you need a breather, take a break or come back later. We would also like to mention...
Mark is not soulless and detached from humanity. Actually, that pretty well describes me.
Tristan's life is a circus, but that won't interfere with the podcast.
Gabby's not that desperate.
Francie is a little bit desperate, but she isn't very good at crafts. She sure tries, though.
What?
Okay, so Reevus was like this human wrecking ball thing, or Promethean wrecking ball, and he like burst into flames, like spontaneous combustion.
It was horrifying.
And then he lit some of the vampires on fire. It was really cool.
Kept screaming.
Just lots of screaming, lots of blood. And then I became the sun.
I couldn't run at all. My legs don't work.
Yeah, she couldn't run. She was kind of a dead weight.
Hold on. Where's Reevus?
Reevus is outside in the truck.
Jessica, the storyteller.
Almost.
Hi, my name is Mark. I was taking a drink right then. But otherwise, I play Reevus McCoy.
Hello, my name is Tristan, and I play Will.
I am Gabby, and I'll be playing Roisin. Also, please, everyone, look. Is my hand bigger than Francie's?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Yeah.
No, they're like
significantly.
The same size.
I got big
Not
hands.
significantly.
You know
just
what?
a little bit.
Wait, you actually don't have them lined up at the bottom. You have yours up higher. Yeah.
They're the same.
Guys, we make quality audio for this.
Are they the same? Look at this now and tell me if they're
what
the
they
same.
say about big gloves. I mean, big hands. Big
I have
gloves.
bad
You
news.
just fucked that up so bad.
Who are you?
I already said my entire thing,
Didn't-
and then I went and I needed everyone's opinion.
Yeah.
I'm Francie, and my hands are the same size as Gabby's.
Sure, baby.
Where we left off, you had crawled into bed with Blush. Let's say that you all went and got Reevus.
I did not.
Yeah, okay. Roisin went in with Blush and got Blush was bitching. But yes. So we're going to cut to all four of you in Blush's giant king-size bed with a very exasperated looking Blush in the middle of you.
Kestral is at the bottom, like holding onto his legs.
Aww.
Okay. So let me get this straight. The vampires are no longer a problem?
I think so.
It feels a little weird to say good job after this one, so I'll just say you did a thing. He pats Kestrel's head.
I'm very proud of the group's individual things that were kind of accomplished during our adventure yesterday.
I'll be right back. And he gets out of the...
She's not letting go.
Okay. I'll be right back. Do you want to come with me? Mm-hmm. Okay. So they leave, and a couple minutes later, they come back, and they have mugs of hot chocolate that they just pass out to you guys.
Yes.
Okay. My darlings. A few things. One, I did some digging into the velvets. So when you're emotionally ready for that, let me know. 2, Kestral. Let me do a quick exam, and I will do what I can to see when this effect might wear off.
Yeah, she just gives you a sad look.
He does a quick look over.
She's gonna make everyone get out. Leave.
He has his hands glow with some kind of mana or magic and does a once over. Okay. Good news. I think this will dissipate in about 24 hours. I am not sure what it is precisely you imbibed.
I think it was a bad cocktail.
Seems like it. But if I may, perhaps you should wander around the town and interact with humans as the closest you can to one. That way you may get a glimpse of what you're fighting for.
Do you think they'll like me better like this?
I don't think it's a matter of like. I think they'll be able to see you for you. Beyond what made you, in their eyes, unnatural to where they couldn't control themselves.
But who am I without the unnatural? That's all I've been.
I think if you want to cultivate a soul, you need to find the deepest essence of who you are, because what else is a soul but that?
Right now, a soul feels like the most unnatural part of it.
Fair. You can always choose not to craft yourself one.
She's gonna look down and think, and then just kind of give a little bit of a shrug.
Either way, more information never hurt anyone, so I do recommend a little reconnaissance, human soul reconnaissance, if you will.
And I have to go alone?
No, never.
She nods.
All right, 4 of you, enjoy your hot chocolate. You've been through an ordeal. From here, what would you like to do? We do still need to do a performance in this town. That is part of your contract.
We should probably go into town and do some marketing. I printed some more posters. Does anyone want to go?
Yes, I'll go.
Okay, I guess it's just a girls' trip.
Well, if the character can't go, you can always just talk to Blush.
Yeah,
separately.
I think I'll stay here. Yeah.
Okay.
And then yeah.
Okay, a proper girls' trip. Are you excited, Kestral?
And she sees the look on your face and goes, yeah.
That makes me feel nice. Cool.
Okay, so you have got some posters. You're going to spread the word around town. When is your performance?
7.
Is it? What I'm asking is, when are we performing for Kestral's abilities to? I assume you would like to perform as yourself.
I mean, if I can.
24 hours. So if we make it tomorrow evening,
Yes.
that should work if that is what you would like to do.
What? Isn't there a set day for our performance, though?
It has to be within a week of you arriving in town.
Oh,
is
that
the
seems
rule.
weird, because
Yeah.
I think they'd have to set up a specific day.
I know.
Fuck. I will perform like this.
Interesting. All right. So tonight?
Tonight?
Tonight.
Very well. Have fun on your girls' trip.
Oh, thank you. We're going to do some shopping and we're going to... And she's going to look at Kestral and be like, maybe just hitting up the coffee shops.
You should do some shopping. Here. And he's going to pass you $100.
Me? I get money?
This is all the money in the world.
Sorry, one second.
Bastard.
Yeah, he gave you $100 each.
Also, didn't I take the mirror from that? Did I take the mirror from that?
Yes,
place?
you did. You have the mirror.
Before we go, she's going to go look at herself in the mirror for a second.
Okay. It's you and not you. It is without scars. It is just the faintest hint of many of your scars. You look human, other than your undeniable strength.
She's going to touch the mirror.
How gently?
Gently, because she likes it.
Okay. When you touch the mirror, what are you thinking about?
What Blush said about they'll be able to see who you really are and what that means outwardly.
In the mirror, you see a crafted bird. Very similar to the one that you have. Just for a split second. And the bird has those scars, and then they kind of flicker away as the bird flies across the mirror.
Was it like metal like the bird I had?
Uh-huh.
Was there any differences to that bird than to mine?
So it had more pieces on it. Mm-hmm. It was a flash of like wing, so you couldn't quite identify like exactly what pieces, but you know that it seemed more well endowed than your current bird. And I don't mean dick. I mean like
I mean
more
a huge wang on it.
Dude.
It has more pieces, and it's not like mechanical pieces necessarily. It might just be for decoration. And it had glowing lines like your scars that kind of shimmered away. And those were the differences.
She's going to walk out. Go. I'm hallucinating. Let's go.
Okay. That's nice. We could cut that. I don't know why I started talking. I think
No,
I
you're
just
fine.
wanted to talk.
No,
You're fine.
Response.
This is a podcast. You're supposed to talk. Like,
Oh, really? Shut up, Gabby.
so, the two of you head out of the tent. Meanwhile, we have Blush and the boys.
Yeah, Will, as they leave, will kind of absent-mindedly kind of like watch them. I'm assuming you guys take the truck, right? Or do you walk?
No. Rasheen wants to do it again.
Okay. As he sees the just them leaving, he's gonna. I know he hasn't had to because Blush has generally had it covered, but he's gonna start absent-mindedly like preparing for a show. So like setting ropes, cleaning stage, making sure the bleachers are good. Like he doesn't have to. He's just absent-mindedly doing it.
Okay. Reevus.
Yeah, so I wait for the others to leave. Mm-hmm. So it's just me and Blush alone. And I kind of, like an old man, like groan as I like stand up and walk over to, I'm sure he has a rocking chair or something.
He does not have a rocking chair.
What does he have?
He has a very fancy like duvet.
Okay, well then I sit in the very fancy duvet. And I, much like when I normally sit down, I let out kind of a groan. Uh-huh. And I sit there kind of quietly for a little bit, looking in my hot chocolate. And then I say, I lost my composure in front of the others. So there'll probably be questions. Just so you know.
It was bound to happen at some point.
I know. I know you told me not to do it, but I tried the self-sacrifice thing.
I could tell from your appearance.
It didn't work. Anyway, I'll keep up the old man persona, and I think it'll be okay.
You don't have to do any of that.
I know, but it helps. And, it helps to keep him in mind. Can I assume We probably have one stop left on our trip.
At least one, perhaps two.
Can I assume that the next town will have a challenge for me to face?
Perhaps.
Does that mean that you found him? Will he be there?
Perhaps.
I won't make any promises. And then I'll get up and leave.
No, Reevus, wait. Self-sacrifice should never be your go-to. Your existence is just as important as theirs.
Thank you. All right. He's going to go, I assume he's like still covered in burns and shit. So he's going to go try to like clean himself up or something a little bit.
I mean, blush will help, but only if you
Yeah.
request it.
Sure. Give this scrappy old man a bath. No, I'm kidding.
He does not let you anywhere near his bathtub.
No, I'm sure. Yeah. I'll go wash off and then go to my open up my closet, which just has like 20 versions of the exact same outfit, and I pull out a clean pair of slacks and a white button down shirt.
In your room after you've showered, you'll see like a little jar of salve for your burns.
Okay.
And it's got mana infused in it, so it's pretty fucking good.
Nice. Real quick on, has it been a new dawn?
Yeah.
It's a new dawn.
So
It's a new day.
So those of us who lost a Pyros, you get one back.
Yep.
It's the first time I got one back.
How many hit points do I have?
After the salve, you have 2.
Okay. Sounds very, very kind of you. Thank you.
Yep.
So about health.
How are you doing?
Well, I've only took one lethal, I think. So what's since we rest, like how does it go away?
Yeah, so typically it goes away after 24 hours, basically. I mean, because Prometheans don't necessarily need to sleep, but I do think you need to like chill the fuck out and rest for a little bit before you get hit points back. So if you guys want to spend the day kind of resting, I'll let you take a health, basically.
Okay. Well, would what me and Kestral are doing constitute as resting?
No.
Okay.
Social interaction, please. That's not restful.
Hello, I am normal human like you. Would you like to shake my hand?
All right, we're going to cut to the town. If you two want to have a scene together, you are welcome to.
Ooh, let's play some chess.
As you jerkily park your lovely truck, where did you go? So remember, in this town, there's a lovely like park square in the center of town that has the antique store, which is, well, we'll see how that's going. The old bar and restaurant area there, and then a lot of shops and cutie things.
I peek in the window of the antique store.
It is completely silent.
I give the window a little knock and I go, psst, 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 psst. Ratman.
You do hear a little bit of squeaking.
And I go, Ratman, I'm sorry about some of your rats. That was not in the plan, and I feel very bad for them.
There's silence.
Can you ask them to if we can part?
You insulted the rats. I am not going to speak to them on your behalf.
No, it's on our behalf. Ask if we can put some posters up in the window.
No.
Why?
They don't like that.
You don't think they like? I mean, maybe the rats could.
Don't listen to her, Ratman.
Ratman, would you like a poster?
I am going. Have a good day and a good life, Ratman. Good luck with your little kingdom. And then I walk away.
And then Roisin's gonna just leave one flyer by the door.
Just slide it under the door for
The rats come out and they tear it up. They make a little nest.
Like a little rat nest.
Little baby rats. What else is close by? Did you say? There's
You've got that restaurant. That's the old historic bar. And then you've got lots of little shops and boutiques. Some of them are stirring. It's still pretty early in the morning. It's probably like 9. So
Kestrel's
they're
gonna
just opening.
start going to open places, and as Roisin passes out flyers or whatever, her goal at first is to see the way people look at her, and it's the fact that they don't notice her as much, or they don't give her that weird look.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think she knows how to feel about it, because there's a sense of like no one at all looks at you or cares at all, but they also don't look at like with shock or anything. She's also, is there like a little like toy store or something?
There's a little store that it's like a general store.
Okay.
But it'll have like little kitschy.
She wants to get like little like wind up toy, like these little things that move on their own, like those cars that you can pull back and they race. She's just gonna get like a handful of different types of things, and buy those.
Okay. That store is run by an older woman with this like long flowing gray hair. Like she clearly doesn't dye it or anything, but she maintains it very well. She's got this like beautiful curl at the bottom of it. And she watches you with a smile. Is Roisin in here as well?
She's on the sidewalk passing out flyers.
Okay. So it's just the two of you in this store. It's surprising the store is still open because it clearly doesn't get a ton of business. But
You said it was just like so it's like a grocery store?
it's a general store is the feeling. So it's got like snacky food, but not like grocery food. And then like little toys, little like
Is
an
it like a
all-purpose.
touristy place or no?
It was probably in the past, but now not so much. She has like soft features and a bunch of wrinkles around her eyes that show that she smiled a lot in her life. And as she wraps up these toys, she looks at them fondly and says, I'm glad that she's not Southern. I'm glad these got a good home.
I hope they did.
I imagine they did. You seem like a very kind young lady.
And she's gonna kind of like that's gonna take her by surprise for a second, because I don't think it's anything something somebody's ever said to her before. She's gonna go, "Oh, thank you. You too."
It took a while, but yeah, I like to think I am now.
So, it takes a while to figure it out.
I would say so. Are you still trying to figure yourself out?
Yeah, but I feel like I'm getting further away from it instead.
You know, in my experience, sometimes it's good to step back so you can get the whole big picture.
I will try that.
It's, you know where kindness lives. It's in the eyes.
What part? No. What part of the eyes? No.
Exactly, tell me. He pulls out a notebook.
Tell me the exact spot. Oh. And then I think she's gonna like nod and take the bag and go, but she's confused because her eyes are not like normal people's.
She'll follow you out just to get a flyer. So she'll say, "Can I put this up?"
Oh, yeah, thank you so much.
Of course.
You fucked up my accent.
I know, right? She does not get as close and definitely does not seem as comfortable with Roisin. Like she's still kind and nods, but she doesn't engage in conversation or anything. And takes the flyer and puts it up and then gives you a friendly wave, Kestral.
Kestral, I was thinking, did you maybe want to go get breakfast with me?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I know we don't necessarily need human food, but Well, to be honest, I watched Breakfast at Tiffany's, and it really spoke to me.
I watched the
That would speak to Roisin.
I watched The Breakfast Club.
Really? How many
No,
more
I just
movies?
heard the title. I'm sorry, I lied.
There's a lot more movies about breakfast than I thought. Oh, we could watch them all later. Yeah, let's.
We watch them all while we eat breakfast.
That's a good idea, right? We go to the nearest breakfasty area.
So you've got that bar, but that is not open for breakfast.
I try it first, though.
I know. Yep, it is not open. So there's this little like hole in the wall diner. It's down a few blocks, and clearly it is not ever meant to be a tourist place. It is just for locals. And right now, since it's like 9:30, 10 in the morning, it's mostly going to be older retired. It is also Florida. So,
Yes,
older retired folks that are there eating the same thing they've eaten every day for years.
Table for two.
The guy behind there's a counter, right? There's a smaller guy that's running he's kind of the wait staff, and then he goes back behind the bar to pour coffee and stuff and give orders, and then there's a beefy guy behind the stove. So he'll like just kind of gesture you to a table. He only has eyes for Roisin right now. He is all about Roisin. Kind of falling all over himself to get your orders and such.
Yeah, fine. I don't care when I eat, but whatever.
How's your day?
Like this day or like the past 24 hours.
Oh, we could just talk about the 12 hours. The most recent one.
The most recent 12 hours. How long has it been since everything happened?
Like not like 3-4 hours.
Okay, we could talk about the last hour.
I like that old lady in the shop.
Like in a like way.
Of course, that's what you'd think. Everything is lovers to you.
There's not much in life besides lovers to me. So.
I don't think we've had much life yet.
Well, when I get one, that's all I want to really focus on.
Is lovers. Mm-hmm. I mean, we've each got to have our thing.
I want at least 6.
6 lovers.
Yes.
At the same time or separately?
Probably at the same time. I'm a very needy person.
I don't think I could handle that many. I have a hard time dealing with like the 4 of you up close.
The 4 of your current lovers.
No, just the people. And I feel like lovers are like more intense than that.
Oh, and anything. I mean, I think lovers is more than just lovers. Friends can be lovers.
Are you calling me your lover?
In a way, yes.
You want to kiss me.
No, I don't want to kiss you. I want to...
But you can't do it because I'm not ready.
I also saw this part in the movie. Thank you for your communication. It is very... what we have is very special. Yes.
You talking to me?
Yes. I'm trying to say I am very happy with the bond that we are growing.
Oh.
Why are you looking at me like
Me
that?
too, man. Okay, no, sorry. That was not nice of me. I'm working on this. You know what else is growing?
Francie tried to course correct and then thought of a better joke. Fucking.
Yes. I'm happy that we are lovers.
When in the chance that we both get lives, how many lovers do you want?
Oh, that's a good question.
I guess friends.
For how many? Because it depends. Because the one lover that you had before, like, I don't even want one of
He was
those.
not a very good
That's
lover.
like
no, I want
somebody to
6
come and
good
wreck all
lovers.
my shit. I don't want that. I don't know. I have a hard time keeping up with the 4 I have now. I'm good with this, Benny.
Here's your breakfast.
She's like listening.
He's just kind of like,
How many lovers do you have?
Oh yes, can you answer?
he like is avoiding eye contact with Roisin and is like, "Oh, I'm single."
Oh, so you are bad at getting lovers.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, I only want one at a time.
Oh, why?
More sounds like a lot of work.
That's what I said.
Well, yeah, but you want 4. That I think that's a pretty average number.
No, I said I already have the 4. I don't want any more.
Oh, okay.
Do you have 4?
Yeah, she's right there. That's one of them. You just haven't met the other 2.
I'm Roisin, and then
other one.
we have this old man. His name is Reevus.
A boy who causes much pain. But we're on the outs as lovers right now.
and then we got
And then we
mother.
have mom.
What? Enjoy your breakfast, and then he just leaves.
Okay, Blush made it sound like everybody would flock to me now that I look like a human.
Oh, he said that?
Yes, he said that I would be like the belle of the ball.
Oh, well, I just want you to know that I don't think you were a problem in that interaction. He was just a little weird, wasn't he?
Yes.
You weren't the problem in that interaction. Talking about your old man lover, your pain lover, and your mom.
My mom lover.
Yeah.
I love my mom.
Well, we can find somewhere else later for more interaction if that's what you want. Unless, do you want me to us do solo things? I can do more flyer work, and you can go.
No, I like being together.
I also like being together.
Oh, that's the scene. You are going to reconvene. Did you guys have a scene you wanted to do?
Fucking go for
Let's
it.
do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I come out of my bedroom, with the slacks, the button down, a new vest. I put my little. I also have like a stack of old white haired wigs. So I put one of those on and the top hat over it, or not top hat, bowler hat over it. So I'm back in full old man regalia. And I slap down modern chess openings in front of Will. So I slap the book down on the table and I say, "All right, Will. Now it turns out that not only can you start a chess game by playing e4 as white, you can also play d4 instead. I want to show you this one called the Catalan.
You have to do this where I can hear. I am already bored.
Why don't you close your bedroom door there and take your little cat nap?"
Oh, well, because I can't sleep with your voice droning on about boring shit.
All right, fine. Let's just move this over yonder, Will. Come on.
Can you get into character now, Jessica?
How did Jessica?
I was really confused during all of that.
I identify with Blush on it.
I can fucking tell.
Yeah, so he'll sit down, the cheerful Reevus that you have always interacted with, and start going over how to play these moves, and he'll take kind of a short break. And I also will. I did want to apologize yesterday for my behavior. I got a little overprotective, and I grabbed a hold of you and kind of body checked you there to try to get the poison out of you, because you were literally biting my ass to try to suck my blood out, and that could not have tasted good. I am sorry about that. In any case, I'm sorry for the whole thing.
Why did your voice sound different?
Well, Will, you know how we Prometheans aren't actually human? Mm-hmm. Part of our journey, of course, is to try to become more like human, to craft a soul. And so one method that I attempted was to take on the persona of a friend of mine who had died. And that is more or less the old man that you have been interacting with this whole time.
But this is your real voice.
Well, no, this is I learned it from him. This is how he talked back when we were on his farm.
Is that how you initially got your leg burns?
It is. Yeah. Full body burns, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry you had to do fire again. Why did you think being someone else would help?
Well, he was my first and only friend, and he treated me very well.
Was he Promethean?
No, he was human. He was a farmer in Missouri named John. I spent about 6 months living with him on his farm. I learned a bit about gardening. We played a little bit of chess. He was much better than me. He after he died, I decided to honor his memory by acting like him, because I thought that was the right thing to do.
Do you think it's helping you find a soul?
I don't know. To be honest, it's a lot of impulses towards violence, because that's what I was created for. And so it is difficult for me to keep that in check, which is why I try to play the kind old man instead of ripping people in half when they make me angry.
And I think this whole time, like, his hand that doesn't have the glove has been like in his, like he's sitting on it, doing the game one. Well, if you're trying to be him to be better, I don't know if that will help you find a soul. But how about at least when we play chess, you use your real voice.
All right. Are you sure that's what you want?
Yeah. I want to know both the real Reevus and the man that inspired him.
That was great. Awesome. Okay.
Alrighty.
So you reconvene after your lovely day out and your terrible chess.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck you.
You reconvene all together, and Blush says, well, do you have an idea for your performance this evening? It is just hours away.
I want to dance.
As long as everyone has an idea, we can get set up. Will has already done a lot of the work.
I'm sorry.
And he'll kind of just real quickly as they walk in side-eye Kestral and then just look back down at his feet, even as he says his name. I could, I announced at the last place I could try that again.
Really?
No, you're right. I
think that
shouldn't.
is a wonderful idea. Let's absolutely do that. And
Can I take it back, Blush?
no, and there is kind of a hesitant, like, it almost sounds like someone attempted to knock on the fabric outside, but of course doesn't work. So there's a hesitant hand that lifts up a flap of the fabric. It is your mentor. Can I talk to you for a moment?
I glare at him.
Yeah, he'll kind of quickly look at Blush and then just walk over.
Your blood tastes terrible.
I don't recall
Derogatory.
asking you to consume it.
Well, we all make mistakes, huh?
I have a small favor to request.
Oh, yeah.
Can I be part of your performance this evening?
Yeah, I think they would love that.
Okay. When should I be here?
Yeah, we're starting this evening around kind of near sunset, but why were you giving them your blood?
It hardly matters now. I'll see you soon.
Hey guys. I think my mentor is going to be joining us for the show tonight.
Oh, fuck.
Like to watch?
Asked to be a part of it.
And you said no?
Well, I thought Prometheans were trying to find a... So I said, yeah. Did we not want to help another Promethean?
Blush? This isn't part of the contract.
It most certainly is not, but since Will made a unilateral decision for the group,
We ostracize him
we punish him in small ways later.
He's been banned.
from life.
No cupcakes for you.
Thought we were trying to help out Prometheans, and that one helped me.
Did he?
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't...
did I watch a different video?
But I wouldn't be here if he hadn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't get to be with you guys.
Oh, he's being sappy.
Oh, there's no use crying over spilled Promethean blood. That's what I always say. Shall we prepare for our production?
Oh, yeah, I don't think you realize this, but I'm doing something different. And when I said that I'm going to be dancing, I needed your support.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. How about I make it up to you by crafting you a gown for the performance?
I danced once. Just gonna give like this faraway look.
The love of my lover.
My one-legged lover.
Would you like to dance again? The stage is big enough for two.
I don't know if I can.
Rosh, hold on. Everyone stop. Roisin, I am so proud of you.
For what?
That sharing the stage?
Yeah, you didn't. You
That
kicked
is-
Reevus off when he tried to...
That is magnificent growth.
Oh, no. I
Nope.
meant it as
Too
like
late. Spilled Promethean blood, remember?
Wait, when did you spill Promethean blood?
All right. We're going to
I don't think I can dance.
we're going to cut to
fucking...
I don't have the dexterity anymore.
We're going to cut to the performance.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit. Okay, I really got to think of
Oh,
something.
God.
Think of something.
Hey, guys, what are we doing?
I have an idea for mine.
As the sunset paints the sky and the colors reach the depths of the swamp in this Florida Everglade, silence and anticipation hang in the air as the lights in the circus tent dim, and the people of Foxridge Beach wait expectantly.
I don't think Will had an outfit for announcing, and
Last time he took blushes.
Yeah, he took blushes, but while Blush I think was busy helping make Roisin's dress, he snuck in again to take that outfit. He's like, oh well, yeah, so I wore last time. Maybe even not even noticing that he snuck past him to grab it. And so as he walks back out again, it's still a little bit big on him as his shoulders are kind of hunched, and he has the one glove on his left hand and not a glove on his right hand. And he walks out and he sees the crowd murmuring, and he goes, oh. And I think it's like a mic, like the screech of the mic as it. Hello, everyone of Foxridge. Are we all happy to be here tonight? Blush says that right. Are we all happy to be here tonight?
There's a confused like, woo. Yeah.
Well, we
Is the little old lady here?
Yes.
My queen, my rock star.
We have come all the way from Temptation. We've performed at a few different places, but we have not performed at a place with such views of the water before. It is quite a lovely little town you got here, and after spending some time here and getting to know you all, I see why you all choose to be live here.
Nailing it.
We make a lot of memories doing this, in the places we visit and people we meet, and even amidst ourselves. So hopefully tonight we can make a few memories for you. And then just walks off.
Woo! Okay.
So the spotlight moves over towards the the curtains, and as Reevus steps out, I don't actually know who's operating the spotlight.
I think it takes a second because I don't think Blush would do it, so Will has
Blush
to run
would
up
not
and go
do
do
it.
the spotlight.
Of course, yeah.
There's this awkward, like, scrambling noise above their
Thunk, thunk,
heads.
thunk. Ow! And just clang, 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 something falls. Just keep going.
So Reevus comes out, big smile on his face. I have a couple of props this time. So he comes out with a cane that he's kind of like hobbling onto the stage while walking onto it. Why, hello, ladies and that's not it. Well, hello. No, wait a minute.
Keep testing the waters. You'll find it.
Is this marker?
Reevus. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Reevus McCoy, no relation, and I am going to be performing the strongman act for you this evening. Oh,
You are very
They're
loud.
so loud.
Oh my god, I forgot about the
No relation. I totally forgot about that.
do you need me to try it again, but further away?
No, I think you're okay.
Okay, cool. So as I hobble along with the cane, on my other hand, I'm pulling a cart, and on the cart is a large log chain, like a really thick log chain, a really thick rope, like a tow rope, if you will, like a good 2-inch diameter rope, a stack of phone books. And he says, well, for our first act tonight, we're going to do just a little bit of audience participation. Does that sound all right to you all? How many of you big, young, strong lads want to get up on this stage and show everybody just how masculine you are? Alrighty, cool. So I kind of shine the spotlight on the audience, would you there, Will? Let's just out over yonder there. Let's get some of these young gentlemen to volunteer.
The old woman stands up.
Yes, Queen.
You know what? The hell with it. Come on up,
That
damn.
one.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
She's kind of laughing. She's also pretty popular in the town, so people are like, yeah, woo!
Yeah, what's her name? What are they cheering?
Linda.
Linda.
Yes. Go, Linda. Yeah.
Yes, Linda.
Linda.
Perfect.
She's kind of laughing at herself as she jumps up there.
Yeah, I love it. I'll roll with that. And then I pick out some strapping young, muscular Floridian gentlemen from the stage also.
Okay, that's the biggest part of this fantasy now.
Yeah, I know. Floridian gentlemen. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. So the last...
Kidding, Florida. We're just kidding.
Yeah, absolutely. So I stand them up in a line behind the table, behind the cart that I've pulled out, and I go to get the phone books, and I say, be a strapping young lad, would you, and hold my here cane for me. And I just reach out with one hand and absentmindedly hand it to the guy that's nearest to me. The cane weighs 150 pounds.
He drops it.
Yeah, so he just immediately falls over. I'm trying to get some laughs out of the audience, right? I was like, oh, sorry about that. I guess that's just a little heavy for you, isn't it? So I just daintily pick it up with one finger and lay it down.
Finger.
Well, whatever, finger and thumb, yeah, and lay it down. Just try to get some ha-ha-has out of the audience. So a big old grin on my face. I pull out the phone books and I pass them down. And I make sure that the older lady gets the phone book that I usually reserve for children when I bring a child up here. And so I hand each one of the men one. I take one myself, and I say, all right, gentlemen, here's what we're going to do. Now this here is a standard edition Yellow Pages phone book. Now, those of you who've been around as long as I have, you might remember before the advent of cellular telephones and the internet, this is the only way we had of finding out somebody's damn phone number. That's right. We used to publish everybody's phone number in this big-ass book, and anyone could call anyone else.
Mark, get back in character.
Screw you. So strong men are old, by which I mean the 1990s, used to impress everybody with their feats of strength by ripping one of these damn things in half. Now, it's just a bunch of paper, right, gentlemen? So how hard could it be? And so I point to the guy.
How hard is it?
So I look at the guys down the line from me, and then I just kind of take it and just nonchalantly tear the fucker in half. Right?
Ooh, they start grunting and trying to tear it.
Yeah. So I have them do it one at a time. I have the first guy do it. And let him grunt and whatever, right? And then the next guy and so on and so forth. Are any of them able to even get a little bit of a dent? Nice. And then finally I said, and young lady, your name down there, Linda, is it? All right, Linda, I got a good feeling about this. And I kind of rub my hands together a little bit, and I pick up my cane, and I tap the phone book, and I say, just a little bit of magic from one older gentleman to a older lady. Go ahead, give it a
I
try.
thought you said she was young.
I thought you said she was young.
Well, I keep calling her young lady, but
She is confused.
you said that she was.
Also, it's funny, older lady, like no one likes hearing that, so she kind of like
Well, I'm Promethean, so like my character, like myself, my character is autistic, which I'm sure I think all Prometheans are. But anyways, go on.
so she like looks a little offended. The audience laughs for a second and then she grins and she rips the phone book in half.
All right, yeah, absolutely. Give a round of applause for Linda, everybody.
Yes, Linda.
Go Queen.
All right. So the next thing that I do is, what else did I say that I had in the card? I say I had a log chain.
You can just like quickly summarize if you want.
Oh, okay. Well, so the other two things that I'll do, I'll go ahead and take the log chain, and I will. I mean, just as a demonstration to like against the rebels, like, well, this here's a log chain, and this one here is a big old tow rope, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of tug of war, me against all you, and so
cute.
Yeah, and so the first thing that I do is I say, now you may think that this big old thick chain is stronger than this rope, however, and I just yank the chain so it snaps, right, and then I give the rope a big yank, but make sure I don't actually tear it in half, and I say, in fact, this rope is much stronger, made of many small strands that work together to give it strength, much like our phone book over there. And so I toss the edge of the rope over to the other four guys, and Linda, yeah, absolutely.
Linda's got it.
And I put one end around my waist and back up. And I was like, all right, gentlemen, let's go. And I'll have a small child come up from the audience and give us a countdown and say, go, or whatever. And so they start pulling. I'm assuming they don't have stand a chance.
No, not at all. I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
Perfect. So while we're doing this, and I just keep heckling them and laughing at them, and I say, you know what? We got any other strapping young lads? Why don't you, as many people as can, get on this damn rope?
People go up there and try. Yep. And now you do need to make a roll.
I need me to make a roll. You got it. I was going to burn a Paris.
Mark loves burning
You're
those.
burning Paris?
I mean,
Burning Paris. Pyros.
Oh. No.
Are you going to let me use my Shoulders of Atlas for this one, Jess?
yeah.
Okay, cool. What does that do
You
again?
forget it makes it a 24 pool, Jessica. How dare you?
Well, not quite, but okay.
My bad. It's a 20 pool.
So 4
Idiot. Learn how to count.
Fucking my bad.
doubled is 6 more. Plus athletics is
I was
4
trying to avoid taking this time.
more. I'm sorry.
Dice roll.
I'm trying to be quick. All right, that's 1. That's a 2. That's a 3. That's a 4. That's a 5. That's a 6. That's 7. And I get
I thought we were
1, 2,
lovers.
3, 4, 5, 6
Our characters, not us.
re-rolls.
What?
And no successes. What did I say? 7? 7 successes.
Okay. Yep. You pull them down.
I try to get like 100 of them on the stage with
Oh
me.
my God, that's too many.
Too many? Okay, fine. Whatever the maximum amount is before I think that I probably can't win anymore.
Well, not everyone's gonna go up there.
Yeah. But
okay.
hopefully I have like a nice roaring crowd. We're all having a good
yeah.
time, and then I say, "All right, well, thank you very much, everybody. Let's give everybody a hand that just tried to outstrong the strong man." And I say, for our next act, well, actually, Will, why don't you come on down here and announce the next act? And I wave to the crowd as I walk off the stage.
Will, not ready for this. Here, clank,
He has
clank.
to run from
trip.
the spotlight
fall.
goes.
The spotlight definitely goes into the crowd and like towards
Yeah.
blinding one person. Trips, falls, just trying to get down. Who's going next?
Me.
Right. Up next. We just had our old man Reevus. I saw many great attempts, but none successful. Up next, we have our very own Kestral.
So I'm going to do my roll first so I know how to describe. Strength and athletics for this one, baby.
Aggressive dancing.
So aggressive.
Dancing. No, Cabbage is the one dancing, not me.
I dance so good.
Okay. Yeah, 4. So the curtains are going to close for a sec. Do we have curtains? No. I don't know. Something's going to lower.
Yeah.
Something's going to lower.
They have battens
something.
and stuff.
And it's basically It's hooked up to the big, it's always these big metal systems that hold the lights and everything. And this bar lowers, and at the very top of it is a little copper bird. And hanging from it are these silks that seem to glow in the light. I've used them before for a different number. And so it's this attempt to swing up as elegantly as you would usually be seen, but every time it's attempted, the rope snaps, and when she hits the ground, it's going to cause another crack in the floor.
Ooh.
So it's this constant pulling of these ropes and like attempting this swing that seems like it might work, like this elegant like arc, and then it lands and crashes into the ground. And so finally, as this continues, she just begins to rip things off of the set, all the like glowing threads, until it's become the bare like bones of the circus, the inside of the circus tent. And finally she grabs one of the bars on the edge and just climbs, like pure brute strength, climb up, and the ending is her reaching for the bird and the lights go out.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
All right. Another.
And he's just shouting from the top. Up next, we have Roisin.
Yeah.
Yay.
Woo!
Did you hear my tummy growl?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Mine is too.
Mine's been growling, yeah.
No. So Roisin is going to get on stage and then actually invite some people to get closer to her to be like a more intimate experience. But still in the round, because that's how this is, right?
Yep.
Okay. And she's wearing this charcoal bluish short dress that's very, very intricate, very, very bedazzled, very flattering to her. And then she wants to start dancing, very flowing movements, and she's wrapping around the people that are very close to her. Like she's going in circles, but her movements are very like to herself, very closed, very just quiet. And then as she continues and as the music grows, there's music, by the way, I forgot to mention. She wants to pull a string on her dress, and it turns into a golden, shimmering, longer gown that goes like a little past her knees, so she still has movement, but it's shining, it's sparkling, it's reflective. And she wants to change her moves to bigger, broader. She's going faster and faster in circles around everyone, and then she ends in the middle and she takes a bow.
Make a dexterity. I guess it would be either performance or athletics, like expression, performance, athletics, something along those lines.
Do we have a performance?
You have expression, which I think is the equivalent of.
Okay, so expression.
Can I argue for Streetwise?
What about wits? Is that witty? No. You said expression and
It would be dexterity.
dex. Okay.
Tristan is yawning very
So
loud.
sorry.
It's not me for once. Usually the very warm room after a few episodes puts me to sleep.
I got 3 rerolls,
Nice.
Damn.
but none of those rerolls were successes. But I got 3 out of 6.
That's enough for a decent performance. Yeah. All right, so you hear woo, especially the ones attracted to women in the audience are cheering their head off.
So this is for the ladies.
Is Linda cheering?
Of course, Linda's
but
cheer.
is Linda-
Is Linda? No,
The lesbian.
no, Linda's not a lesbian.
Damn
No
it.
lesbian, Linda. She's not.
She's not woke.
No, that's not.
Be hippie friends anymore.
Not woke, go broke.
It's so funny.
After Roisin's performance, all of the lights go out. And you don't know, like all of you are kind of taken aback but you see that Blush is kind of moving. So you saw Blush stand up and then all the lights went out. And then there is one solid beam of light in the center of the stage on your mentor, Will.
Yeah, Will's like sitting legs over, not really knowing what to expect, but like dangling legs over whatever balcony is up there, just watching.
In that beam of light, you can see he's got a blue shirt and jeans on, and they are plastered to him. And when the light hits him, the smell of the ocean, kind of that salty smell, wafts over all of you. His hair is very wet. Wait, he was bald. No, he wasn't.
I don't remember.
No, he wasn't. I'm
I don't
thinking
think he was bald.
Quentin Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn. Fucking Duval.
His hair is also plastered down. He has clearly been soaking in the ocean, right? And he takes a trembling breath. Existence is such a wonderful and fragile thing. And I find myself having to deal with unfinished business. And the audience kind of starts murmuring, like, what is going on? And he looks directly up at you, Will. And he says, "It is important, student, when you have wronged or sinned, to acknowledge that mistake before moving forward. And thus, I am sorry. I am sorry to you. And to the rest of you, I would like to state, remember that you are not creatures. You are creations. And to end this show, he kind of grunts and winces in pain. I will disappear." And as he's standing there in the light, you hear this like smacking sound on the ground on the stage. And you realize it's because he has transformed completely into seawater. And the water hits the stage. And then silence just reigns in the tent.
Nice.
Huh? Will jumps off. He'll grab a rope. He's not going to climb down. I think he literally swings down, trying to pull a Kestral, but knowing he probably won't. And he'll probably land pretty hard, I'm sure, taking some damage as he lands on the stage, just like looking at the water, trying to grab it.
The audience starts like, what was that? Oh my God, like that was amazing. Like, whoa, what is happening? Like it's a pretty good trick. They're very confused.
And Kestrel's gonna go to Blush and goes, "Get them out." And gonna run out and like slowly approach Will.
And you hear Blush in the background going, "What a wonderful show, ladies and gentlemen, the Temptation Circus." And like trying to usher folks out.
He's like absent-mindedly like picking up seawater like outside. And as you like hop on the stage, I think for a second you feel the bubble again.
Oh, the energy
the
thing?
pain bubble. For a second as you get, and then it'll stop. Like, because it'll be super, super short. Like, it doesn't last. Yeah. As he's like, you realize he's crying as he's just grabbing at the floor, which is now kind of cracked. Maybe getting a few splinters in his hand, just absently grabbing.
Oh, fuck. Kestral is going to go into her room in her little box of things and grab out a little vial and a thread and wrap it around. She's gonna put the water in the vial. And she's gonna stop it, and she's going to, like, from the thread, offer it to you.
He'll start to reach out with his ungloved hand and almost immediately like
And she'll
stop.
flinch for a
Yeah.
second too, but she's not gonna move the hand.
And I'm sorry, I didn't. He told me never, but you were in danger. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's we do what we have to do.
But getting other people hurt doesn't mean it's ever right. I'm not right because all I do is hurt.
I don't think there's a way to be right. Every time we try to help, we make mistakes, people die, people get hurt. But we're also the only ones trying. And she's gonna get behind you and very carefully wrap it around your neck without touching and tie the back of it.
Yep, he's gonna probably start crying a little harder and a little louder now.
What do the two of you do?
Roisin's gonna make her way into wherever the food is stored. We have cupcakes on demand now at this point.
Got a fucking easy bake oven just full of cupcakes.
And I want to grab 2 cupcakes and walk over and just sit down, like, close to Will. And then, but, like, still, like, giving him space and just, like, slide over a cupcake. Will, I'm really sorry, but you did a great job tonight.
I thought my cupcake privileges were revoked.
This is a special occasion, but don't get used to it.
Thank you.
You don't have to eat it now, but if you want another one, or you just want to hang out or watch a movie, I'll be in Blush's room eating my cupcake on his bed.
Wiping my hands on his bed.
On his satin silk pillow.
He in the distance, he just feels a disturbance.
A disturbance. How if you, how do humans live with themselves after they hurt someone?
How do you live with yourself after you've hurt people?
I got hit last time. This one cried, and
I find that it helps to have supportive lovers.
what?
Oh, he wasn't in on the conversation at breakfast. What are all your lovers? And lovers help each other.
Lovers help each other?
Mm-hmm. They're like friends. Cool friends.
With benefits.
Friends with more benefits.
Lovers are friends with benefits. Well, I'm so sorry for touching and hurting you. I really tried not to, but I'll try to be a better lover and never touch you again.
That's all I wanted to hear.
I would love that, Will.
Tristan, that's beautiful. Okay, so Reevus will come and sit.
Sorry.
Oh my God, child.
Reevus will go forth and sit next to Will on the floor. You're sitting on the floor, right?
Yeah, like I think his knees are on the ground.
Yeah. And I reach into my pocket and I pull out a chess piece. and it's the rook, which is what long ago we were talking about what chess piece we would be, and Will said that Reevus was most like the rook. And so I say, I can feel, sorry, I can feel empathy for what you're going through because we both lost our mentors and our friend. But I want you to know, and I hand him the chess piece, that your friends were still here for you. We'll help one another. We'll get through it together. And that, more than anything, is what it means to be human.
And that's where we're going to end the episode. Woo!